Welcome back to episode 2 of Dan Plays Voltz. I'm Dan. You're now watching a time-lapse of everything that's happened between episode 1 and me filming this episode. So as you can see, I've been busy gathering resources. We've been mining, creating tunnels. I've gathered some copper, coal, iron, a variety of other ores, as well as a load of cobblestone. And that's coming really handy. And the tunnel stretches all the way back to just outside my house. So I started off in a little cave-like entrance. And then I got back to the house and began making a basement. I've actually got 2 of them, it goes 2 levels deep. And it's just made out of wood like the walls are, with a stone floor. I went fishing. I didn't really catch anything, I was hoping to get some food, getting a bit fed up with steak. And I went wood cutting, gathered loads of wood and saplings. Created a stone brick path from my house, which stretches out across the little area. And now spans out to the right towards the tunnel entrance. I gathered more wood and I used this to create some fence. I smelted all my ores that I got and took a nap. So here I am creating the fence and 2 gates, and that is going to be the perimeter protection for my house because there's been quite a couple of creepers around. So after deciding how I was going to do the fence, I got to work creating it. I did my gates in, and then I built the floor up around the fence to the level that the fence is at, which gives an added level of security because things can only jump generally one block high. I went on a killing spree, gathered loads of beef and leather. Now the leather will come in really handy for insulated copper wires, and the beef, well, it's just more steak. I then created 2 more chests and sorted everything out, so I've got a chest of blocks and a chest of items, and that's it. So welcome back to Voltz. This is the outside of my house as it stands. You'll notice my new fence that goes around the edge of my path, my entrance to my cave, and a ridiculous amount of torches absolutely everywhere. You go inside, you'll notice I've now got more chests as well. This one's got assorted items in, including furnace, compressed carbon, that I made accidentally. Now you make compressed carbon by putting coal on top of coal in a furnace. It just happened because I shift clicked some coal that was in my inventory without meaning to. Now if you come down into one of my 2 basements, I've got another chest, and in here I'm keeping all my ingots and other precious looking items. I still don't know the use for that. I've took some out of there for now. And stairs. I keep having issues with these stairs, it's because of the way I've got through into here. We're going to get started building our coal furnace. Coal furnace? No. Coal generator, that's the one. That will be our source of power. So, to start with, we're going to make some more copper wire. We'll take that for now. We'll store that stuff for a bit later on. Now, I've been keeping my leather in here with the assorted items. So if we take that copper wire. So I've got insulated copper wire here, but if you put that in the top left, you'll get copper wire. It's now got a resistance and amperage rating. So that will come in later on when you're making more machines. So once we've got that, we're going to take a look at what else we need. Now, if I remember rightly, we needed the motor and 2 furnaces, and we'd already made the 2 furnaces. So yeah, motor, 2 furnaces, 1 copper wire, 2 steel plates, and some bronze. So for the steel plates, we need steel ingots. Now, we need steel dust for that, which needs a metallurgic infuser. Enriched iron from enriched alloy. Okay, so we're going to start off with making so it's 4 redstone around the edge, plus 1 iron in the middle. Now, I'm going to make 4 of these. 4 of them. And take another look. What else do we need? So they'll come in useful at some point. And for the motor, Again, steel with copper wire, so we're going to use that copper wire. Oh, okay, so it's iron in the middle, and steel on the outside. Steel ingot can be made from steel nuggets. Now, the one thing that annoys me about Voltz is the fact that there's different ways of making things, but you seem to end up running around in circles with the recipes. So to do this, we're going to need to smelt some steel dust. Steel dust, again, was what was made in the metallurgic. That's made from enriched iron, so we're going to need a metallurgic infuser to get this started. Now, that can be powered from redstone. It doesn't need electronics. So there it is. Metallurgic infuser. So it takes 2 furnaces, 1 enriched alloy, 4 iron ingots, and a control circuit. So we're going to take a look at what this control circuit needs. 4 platinum and an enriched alloy. Now I've got some platinum in the chest instead. It's actually really easy to find in caves. I've found quite a lot of my stuff about 39 blocks deep. Deeper and shallower, but that's where I've had most success when just digging my own tunnels. Come back in here. And we put the 4 platinum ingots around the edge. 1 enriched alloy in the middle, and there's 1 control circuit, so we're going to need 2 of them. Okay, so now what do we need? We've got everything, because I have 2 furnaces in here that we made earlier for the generator, so we'll use them. Okay, so that goes there, and that goes there. 1 of those in the middle, 1 of those either side, and then we put a piece of iron all the way around. There we go, our first metallurgic infuser. Now we'll keep that up here, because that's going to come in very useful. And for now we're going to power it with redstone. We need some enriched iron to be able to do this. So to enrich iron, it's simply enriched alloy with an iron ingot either side. Is that correct? No? Okay. Just have a look at that. Ah, no, I got it backwards. So we're going to need some more enriched alloy. Now to make that, it was the 4 redstone with the iron ingot in the middle. Oh no, I'm not going to have enough redstone. Okay. I've made 2 more of them, so I've got 3 of them now. And I forgot to make the enriched iron. We've got 6 enriched iron from that, so that was just 1 iron ingot and 2 enriched alloys, and that made 6 enriched iron. So I'm going to take this over and pop it in there, and we're going to put some redstone. Put 2 little bars of power in, and that seems to have started off. Now, either that's going really slowly, or that has to be completely full. So we're going to need more redstone. For the sake of not boring you all to death, I'm going to grab some redstone from NEI. Apologies for this. We've got that. That'll speed things up a bit. Obviously, it's completely your choice as to whether you do things like that when you're actually playing it yourself. What's going on here? Why isn't that doing anything? I'm not quite sure what I've done wrong here. Let's have another look. So, we're trying to make steel dust. So we need to put our compressed carbon in there. So it's something to do with the compressed carbon combining with the enriched iron. Ah, there we go. Hey! It's colourful. I might put one of them on the roof and party to it. So that's on its way. So we've got some steel dust there already. Now if we look back up the recipe for our coal generator, now as you'll probably notice I have a really bad memory. So it was 2 furnaces, 2 steel plants, copper wire, and so for them it was steel ingots. Now that was made from smelting the steel dust. So we'll wait for them to come through and just hope that we have enough there, because otherwise we're going to need more enriched alloy. So I think we should have everything we need to get started. Once we've got this as well, we'll be able to power the Metallurgic Infuser a bit better rather than using. So in the meantime, I'm going to grab some cobblestone from my block storage chest and make 2 more furnaces ready for a generator. That's coming along nicely. Now I'm going to go and grab the rest of the steel dust and put that in there before that coal burns. There's only 1 coal left in there. Now this has run out of power, so I'm just going to 2 more redstone in. That should tide it over to finish that bit off. Oh no, it didn't. So that's 3 I just clicked in there as well. It appears that if it runs out of power before it finishes, then it has to start again. So we've made 6 steel dust in total, which will total 6 steel ingots once it's finished. No, we're going to need more than that, I can tell you that already. So steel plates is 4 steel ingots. Now we have 6, and we need 2 steel plates, and the motor also needs 4 steel ingots. So we're going to need to make a whole load with our cheated. A true player wouldn't need to cheat, but you don't want to spend all day finding resources like we did with the first one. So that's cool enough. Yeah, we need to make enriched iron. This time I've got 18 of these, and we're going to put that in there. And a load more redstone to keep that going. So I put loads in there. That's not going to be enough. I can tell you that already. Second thing I've told you already. So as you'll notice, it goes down slightly, but once it reaches 1 block below, it puts the next redstone in. When this one's finished infusing, if that's the term for this machine, I'll take it. So I'll take that now and get it in the furnace, and we'll get that smelted. In the meantime, I'm going to craft together first of our steel plates. There's 1. Oh, coal in there. I'm going to grab. Oh, it seems to have stopped. I don't know why it stopped. What's wrong? Okay, I'm not quite sure what's going on with that machine, but it's not working properly. Put that in there. As far as I know, there's no usage limits on these before they wear out, so I can't see any obvious reason for why that would have stopped. Ah, we've run out of carbon. So it's time to burn coal with coal. So this is how I made the compressed carbon earlier on. Silly me for not noticing that got missing earlier. So if I put that piece in there, so this seems to last quite a while. So you put one in, it'll make quite a few from what it's got. Then, and we'll craft our second steel plate. So we're getting there. Slowly but surely we're getting there. So we've got our 2 steel plates, we've got our 2 furnaces, and we've got our copper wire. So for the motor, it was just the 4 steel ingots. 2 of them already? Yep. So the steel dust that's going to come out of here, we can put into the furnace, and that'll be ready. Once one more block comes out, we'll get crafting of the motor. There we go. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 wire on the outside. Right, that should be everything we need. So the steel plates, we get one there, and one there. With the motor in the middle. Need 2 furnaces, go one there and one there. And I forgot the bronze. Now, let's look at bronze. To make a bronze ingot. Bronze plates, which is made from bronze ingots. So, bronze is going to be... because the recipe was actually removed to make bronze. It used to be tin and copper. I believe that recipe was removed. Anyway, we'll give it a try. Okay. So, I can't really remember. There is a way to do it. Give me a minute. You use the enrichment chamber. That's right. So the enrichment chamber is 4 enriched alloy with a steel block and 2 control circuits and some work on that right away. Not very good today. Okay. Looks like I'm cheating in some more redstone. So we've got 6 of them now. I'll take that back out. So, the enrichment chamber that we're going to... Okay, so we're going to make some more control circuits. We're going to need 2 more of them. And with them 2 control circuits, we're almost there. So we just need our block of steel. Now, I don't have any more steel apart from the steel plates. There's 1 ingot left in there, and 2 steel dust left in there. That machine needs some more compressed carbon before that'll carry on. Okay, so again, we're going to burn coal with coal. Or it could just be out of power. Where is that? So, you're going to need quite a bit of redstone to get started. Now, I obviously underestimated how much I'd need. Starting off with less than half a stack, and well, as you can see, I came very far with that. Carbon, and we'll put them in there. So it sucks them up straight away. Now, you're going to notice this very, very dark grey bar that's on the left, and you've got the green bar on the right. The one on the right is power, and the one on the left is the carbon. Now, I'm not quite sure the ratio of that being consumed, like how many uses you get per piece. I'm presuming it's how you make a block of anything else. Yep, you're going to need 6 ingots to make 1 steel block. So I've got 3 here, and there's 3 steel dust in my furnace, so I'll have enough. No, we won't. I need 9. Let's eliminate. It's late, that's why I seem to be lacking in intelligence slightly. So there. Take them ones out, so let's set them there. We're going to need them 3 more before we can get going with that. Yeah, I think we've got pretty much everything we're going to need. Once you've got them blocked. So we're just waiting on this last one now. And then we should have everything that we need to. So there's a steel block, so we're going to take that. And I'm going to see if I can try and remember how to make this off the top of my head. I have looked at the recipe about 5 million times, so that should... Enrichment Chamber. So I'm going to put this next to the Metallurgic Infuser, because this is also going to come very useful. And again, it's something that needs power. Now, to make bronze in an Enrichment Chamber, you're going to need to get tin dust and combine it with copper ingots, I believe, in the infuser, and that will give you bronze. So, first of all, we're going to find out how we're going to make. So yeah, we put the tin ore, or tin ingots. So I see. You put tin ore into the enrichment chamber, tin into the crusher. Now I believe I don't actually have any tin ore. No, I don't. I've only got tin ingots. So for the sake of this, I'm going to grab myself some ore. There we go. And I'm going to put that into here. Put 21 of them in there, and half of my redstone in the bucket. So for each block of tin ore, you get 2 tin dust. That's 4. And then we put this in here. Yep. So no, sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, okay, so the tin dust went in there, and the copper ingots go in there. Don't want to do all of them. So now we've got a blue bar because we're not using carbon. and out's coming out bronze. Sorry for that. So we've got our bronze on its way, and with that we should eventually, at last, be able to finish off making a core generator. So we'll make the bronze at the bottom. We need more tin dust in there. So thankfully this is spitting out tin dust for us. And we'll put that in there. There we go. Look at these, working away. This actually doesn't use much redstone, but obviously it will be on the electricity. You get that all hooked in. So we've got our 3 bronze that we need now. I'll leave them running. Now we'll take that over here and put them there. So it was 2 of them, 2 of them, 1 of them. There it wasn't. There, at last we've got our coal generator, which was the 2 steel plates, 1 copper wire, 1 motor, 2 furnaces, and 3 bronze ingots. Bit of a long-winded way to do things, but that's this game. My apologies for cheating as well. These things have to be done sometimes. I'm going to put the coal generator in the corner, and I'm going to go and grab some... I've already got some copper wire. I'm going to knock out 2 blocks here underneath the machines, which is where I'm going to run the wire. I believe you just use the same wire. There we go. Is that connected? It doesn't look very connected. Oh, stupid stairs. Yeah, I should have had stairs rather than a ladder. Always causing me hassle. Okay, so it's took us 25 minutes, and in that time we've managed to make a Metallurgic Infuser, an Enrichment Chamber, and a coal generator, and unsuccessfully wire it up. So I don't quite know what I've done wrong there in terms of the wiring. I think, yeah, there's no coal left in my chest, which isn't good, so I'm going to rob some coal from the furnaces. I'll leave some in that one, just in case. But then I'm going to take this downstairs. And once I've got it down here, I'm going to put one in there. And it's not generating. Now that's probably because the wires aren't hooked up to it properly. I believe you can just... Yep, you break one of them and you get it back, which is good. You'd be pretty upset if you didn't. Right, I see. So the electricity cable actually has to go into the back of the appliance. Sort of makes sense. Put that there. Okay, put that there. And that plugs in, which is great. So I'm going to put my coal back in there because it came out when I... So you've got a heat and an output voltage. Now, I'm not sure whether the heat actually... I'm guessing... right, okay, so once the heat reaches 100%, it begins to generate electricity. So that's giving out 260 watts. Now, I presume there's some sort of battery... Yeah. Okay, so we're going to need batteries, steel plates, and copper wire. Again, a fairly straightforward recipe, but probably not straightforward with me making it, because that power's going to go to waste, if nothing. So, that's making a fair few kilowatts. Now, I don't know what its storage is like, or whether it will just immediately use it, but as you'll notice, the appliances up here are fully powered, which is great. So they're going to keep on chugging away, creating bronze and tin dust to make more bronze. Yet again, I've run out of redstone, I believe. Yep. So, for the sake of the video, I'll get some more. So far I've used like a stack and a half of redstone. As far as I know, there's no way to craft redstone. The only way is to mine it in the caves. Yeah, okay. Oh, not again. Okay, so we're up here, and we're now going to get to work making batteries. We need 4 batteries. Probably doing this wrong. No, okay, I've done that right. Okay, so you're going to need coal at the bottom, redstone in the middle, and then on the left you're going to need 2 tin ingots, and on the right 2 tin ingots, and 1 on the top as well, leaving the top left and top right squares blank. That will give you a battery now. You'll notice it's got no charge, and its charge is measured in joules, which I presume at some point will end up being measured in kilojoules for larger. So what else do we need to make our battery box? I don't know. Steel plates and copper wire. Now, I don't have any more steel plates with me, but they're simply made from some steel blocks. Upstairs. Oh. Sorry, some steel ingots. So it keeps saying the wrong thing. So we need to make more steel. So it's got no power. Okay. Right, I'll take them out. And I'll take out the tin dust too. And then we're going to need to put in enriched iron, and I'm going to need to go and grab some compressed carbon too, which means yet more coal is going to be used for the sake of making compressed carbon. I don't think I actually have enough enriched iron, so I'm going to make a bit more. Okay. No, I'm doing it wrong. I've messed it up again. I need 2 of them. Silly me. Doing very well today, am I? It says our enriched alloy, and with the enriched alloy, put our iron ingot in there, and back like that, which will give us 6. Them 6 we throw in here, like that, and then we go and grab our compressed carbon out of the furnace, and we throw that in here too. And that's only put an ever such slight amount in the bar. The bar. Okay, so the generator's not generating. I'm going to put a bit of coal in there. That will give us our power. I think I've run out of coal now, which isn't good. That's going to end up being something else. I'm going to have to go either spawn in or cheat in. Sorry, spawn in or go mine for. While that's working, I'm going to go and see if I've got some coal. No coal there. What? No, I already took it. Okay, well, you can't make compressed carbon with just 1 coal unless you do it like this. That's a very inefficient way of doing things. I might only need 1 block more. Let's see. So burn up some wood, and let's give us our compressed carbon this time round. So put that compressed carbon in here, which brings the bar back up a little bit. I'm going to take the 4 steel dust, and we're going to go and smelt that with wood, unfortunately. And once we've smelted some of that together, we should hopefully have what we need. So we'll leave that to smelt. And once that's done, we'll have our steeling, make our metal plate. Now, double checking the recipe. It's 2 steel plates, so we're going to need some more steel dust. Oh no, we're out of power. So let's have the dust that we need. Run this through and we'll put it in there. Still dust. We're going to need one more. There we go. That's made everything it needs to now. We'll put them there and take that one out. And we'll craft up one plate while we wait for that to do. Okay. Again, as I said, using oak wood or any sort of wood is rather inefficient. You're better off using coal or charcoal or something like that. And there's our 4th steel ingot. That's what we need. Put them in there. I'll take that out. So I believe that should be everything. How this goes together. Right, okay, so there's a battery in each corner. Steel plates, like that. So on the top row you've got battery, steel plate, battery. In the middle row is 3 wires, 3 copper wires. And at the bottom you've got battery, steel plate, battery, the same as the top row, which gives you a battery box. Now there is also an advanced battery box, but a standard battery box should do what we need for now. I'm going to move this, so I want to put our battery box there. Right, okay. No, wrong thing. Because out of there like that. And I presume that goes there. Let me pick that torch up. And that will plug right into the side like that. So we got our in and our out. Presuming I've put that up, right? I presume you're going to use, yeah, you can only burn up coal in there. Anything else, but you may well be able to use redstone. No, okay. So you're restricted to just using coal. That would be why it's called a coal generator. So I'm going to grab some more coal. I'm going to put that in a generator. That's 12 of them in there because it's the first one up, so that goes up to 100%. And we're now generating power. Chop off that wire. You'll notice that this is bringing up a rating, so far it's got 3 kilojoules of power, and it can store a maximum of 4 MJ or megajoules at a voltage of 120 volts. So I'm going to go ahead and put some more coal in there, keep that running. Now the reason you didn't see any reading at first is because the machines upstairs are using power. So you notice that that's going sort of up. And that's because that's now giving out more, but it's been running for longer. Now I don't know if there's a run time for those things before you need to give them time to cool off. Whether that's okay. You'll notice that our enrichment chamber is fully powered and it's getting to work making tin dusts that we need. The metallurgic infuser has got nothing to be getting on with right now, but that's pretty much it. So all you've learnt there is how to do lots of cheating to make a coal generator, a simple battery box, and on the upstairs we've got a Metallurgic Infuser and the Enrichment Chamber. So, to recap over all that, you need bronze, which was made with the tin dust from the Enrichment Chamber and infused with copper in the Metallurgic Infuser. You need copper, you need leather to make your cables, and you need platinum to make that, and iron, and redstone, lots of it, and coal. So there's quite a bit that you need to get going with them, and for the sake of keeping the video a bit shorter than the last one, I've spawned some of that stuff in, but there's no harm in me doing that to show you all. So that's all working great. You can see that this is still fully working, and if we go down here, that's starting to charge up nicely. So the little green bar indicates how much power's in the battery box over how much could be in the battery box, which is also represented with the numerical reading above that. And that is charging up even though we're using the power upstairs, which is great because that means you've got more power going in than you've got coming out. So the maximum output of the coal generator is 10 kilowatts. I'm not sure what the consumption of the machines is upstairs, but you could always create another coal generator and put that there. In the next video we'll cover a bit more machinery. Maybe we'll look into making some more power sources. Now there is solar panels and things like that in here. Now obviously that's a great way of making energy because you're not using up any resources, it's renewable. Again, that's similar to real life, and that was the whole idea of the electronics, the universal electronics, to be more realistic. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you've sort of realised how much redstone you need, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.